Thank you very, very much for attending this webinar, which is What is a Virtual Assistant and Can I Be One? It's really lovely to have you here today, and I just wanted to start off by finding out from everybody what their goal is today and what it is that they're trying to learn from today's session. Okay, so some of the responses that we've got include learning more about becoming a VA, which is perfect, about the VA industry, what's involved. Beautiful, so you're right on par. Excellent. Okay, well, let's get cracking. So I'd like to introduce myself first. My name is Rosie Shilo. I'm the owner of the Virtually Yours Virtual Assistant Network, which is a virtual assistant and training network. And I've owned that for 9.5 years now. Absolutely love it to pieces. I also own the Australian Virtual Business Network, which is all about certification for really high-end virtual assistants, proven in the industry and who have, shown that they have great systems in place and really, really happy customers. As a virtual assistant, my service has moved across from administration to web design, and I'm the co-owner of Webtastic Designs, which is my other home-based business that I run with my husband. And I'm also the editor of the Today's VA online magazine and owner of Harmony Hunters, which is just a place where writers can go and put blogs about that, trying to find that harmony between the madness that is being a parent and being a business owner. Heaps of fun, but plenty of challenges. Let's get started. So what is a virtual assistant? Firstly, a virtual assistant is an independent contractor. So that means that they do need to be registered as a business through the Australian Taxation Office if you're in Australia, have your business name and ABN, all that sort of stuff, be responsible for your own bookkeeping, invoicing, etc. A virtual assistant usually works from home, so some do have offices that they work from where they might have a team or they might share office with other providers, but majority work from home, and that's where the term virtual comes from. Basically, they work from a location that is off-site in terms of where their client is. They have a background in administration or similar, so they can support businesses with the base level administration and understand how that works for a business. Virtual assistant does need to have that background in admin, but it might not necessarily be the type of service that they offer. They might not be amazing at administration actually applying it, but they do need to understand it. They need to be great at learning new programs and technology and not fear that change. Being a virtual assistant means that you need to really grasp the online technology systems in place that support businesses to collaborate and share and sell online and to the world at large. It's not limited to local these days. And solution driven, you need to be willing to find solutions for your business and for your clients and be excited and driven by that. So what a virtual assistant is not. A virtual assistant is not an employee. They are definitely their own business owner, and that means that the client is not their boss who is cracking that whip, who is at the end of the day responsible for your actions. You're responsible for the success of your business, the direction of your business, and the legalities of your business. You need to make sure that you can stay on top of the jobs that you've allocated to yourself and accepted, and that you can support yourself to meet those deadlines and to meet the goals that you've set for yourself. A virtual assistant is not someone who is inexperienced and needing training. A virtual assistant might need orientation, just like any employee going into a new job, but they shouldn't need training in terms of the actual service provision. I think some people do forget that any employee going into a workplace does have that orientation where you learn about the business and the way they go about things. Whether, you know, if a new business hires an accountant, obviously the accountant knows how to do accounting, but they still need to be orientated into that business. And a virtual assistant is no different there. But that shouldn't be mistaken for training. By the same token, a virtual assistant shouldn't need to be micromanaged. They should be able to manage the entire task or project seamlessly, as they're a contractor and they're hired to do so. So looking at why you would want to be a virtual assistant, I've created the 5 C's, and that is choices, challenges, creativity, community, and creating your own future. One of the best things about being your own boss is that you have choices in everything. You have choices about the sort of services you're offering, the hours you work, the sort of clients that you want, and, you know, whether or not you want your business to be big and strive for that, or to be a smaller boutique style business with a couple of clients. The choices at the end of the day are always yours. You have ownership over them, and that's very empowering and a lot of fun. There's also a lot of challenges along the way, and you'll grow from those. Your business will get better from each challenge that you face, and they can be very frustrating, but they can also be very exciting and allow you to really grow, which is great. You'll also have creativity in your business, and that doesn't just mean artsy type creativity, although some people will go that way. It also means that you'll just be able to be creative in terms of what you do with your business, how you support your clients, how you market your business, how your business brand evolves. Also, the community in the virtual assistant industry. It's absolutely fantastic, this community. It's really, really supportive, and virtual assistants are quite unique in that they will give each other heaps of support and guidance, even though technically speaking, they're all competition. They just don't seem to behave that way. They just lift each other up, and that is fantastic. And you can also create your own future. Obviously, all of those decisions, all of those choices that you make allow you to do what you want to do with your business. So let's have a look at what you need to become a virtual assistant. To start off with, obviously, you need a computer. Very, very important. Can't get away with not having one, and that can be a laptop or a PC or a Mac, but it needs to have a lot of capacity and also needs to have fantastic internet connection, because as a virtual assistant you'll be doing just about everything online, and you'll need to be able to use that to share files, to communicate, to run events, all that sort of thing. You'll need to have a phone, and that can be your landline, a VoIP line, mobile phone, whatever it is. I highly recommend you make it a dedicated line so that you're not sharing that with your personal day-to-day life. So you don't have kids, for example, picking up the business line. You'll also need an email address, and I've written here that you need a real one, and I say that because having an email address like what I had back in 2004 when I started off, which was virtassist@hotmail.com, just screams hobby business. No one is going to take me seriously and pay what I charge now if that is going to be my email address. It's really, really easy to get a proper email address, so whatever your business name ends up being. So mine is rosie@virtuallyyours.com.au, or you can have info@ or admin@, any of those. If you do have an info or admin at, it might limit you in terms of the sorts of forums that you can join, just because they don't allow, the systems don't allow an info@ or admin@ address, but you can have multiple addresses anyway, so really that doesn't matter. The point there being that you need to have an email address that represents your business and it's part of your brand. Software relating to your services, so you need to make sure that whatever services you're offering, you have the software required for it. You don't need to have the software for every program that's out there, just in case. There are a lot of trial programs out there, and there are a lot of programs you'll just never use. And then the last thing is a workstation, so your own workspace where you can set up your computer, PC, whatever it is you're using, and have that separate to the rest of your living space. So if you can allocate a room to that, I would highly recommend it. But even if it's just an area that's cordoned off, that would be great. trying to set up your business and running it efficiently from the kitchen table, where you've got to clear out stuff. You might lose things because there's kids' homework put in there, or there's jam smeared on everything. Really not very productive and not helpful for you. So if you can set up, even if it's a small desk space that's in an allocated area, you can put a divider up, have your chair there, your phone there, all of that sort of thing. Absolutely fantastic for being able to run your business. We've set up what would have been the main bedroom in our house as a workspace, and we have 3 desks in here, and it's a full-blown office. And that means that when we're in here, we're in work mode. But when we're in the other rooms, it's our choice to, as to whether or not we take the laptop out there or not. But primarily, this is actually where we work. You'll also need some mental attributes to run your business successfully. You need to have a positive attitude for starters. It's not always going to be easy. You're definitely going to have days that are really frustrating, just as you do in any workplace. But if you have a positive attitude and you make sure that you're focusing your business on things that you love and achieving the goals that you've set for yourself, it will really help with your business. Having a curious mind as a VA is really, really important. You need to want to learn about what the latest and greatest things are available for business owners, so that you can be that go-to person when your clients need to streamline a system or create a new product or consider a new way to market. If you understand how or what programs are out there, or what services are out there to support them with that, you don't have to understand how everything works intricately, but being aware of what's out there and what's available for your client will be a great attribute. A willing to learn is the same sort of thing, curious mind, willingness to learn. You're not going to stop learning at any point during this business journey. That's a great thing. It's quite a fast learning curve sometimes. Things evolve online very, very quickly, but everybody else is learning with you, and you can all gain knowledge from each other. And lastly, you need to be willing to move away from the employee mindset. You need to be responsible for yourself and your actions. The success of your business, the failures of your business, they're all up to you, and what you learn from them is up to you. You have full control over that. Don't be afraid to make mistakes. That is how we grow, and just consider what the next step can be that would be greater and better than what you did previously. And yeah, at the end of the day, be responsible for yourself and your business. So what else do you need? You need to also be a problem solver, the go-to person, have those admin skills, great communication skills. I've touched on all of these. In communication skills, remember, a lot of your communication will be done virtually. So all of that body language that you relied on previously in the workplace, you're not going to necessarily have unless you're running Skype video meetings or you're having a face-to-face meeting. So it is a little bit easier to have miscommunication if you're not careful with that. Always be very clear with both your written and verbal, and where possible, follow up your verbal communication with a written confirmation. And of course, you need to have the skills related to the service that you want to offer. If you don't have those yet, but you're interested in offering a particular service, then your first step is just to find out where you can learn to bridge that gap. It's always exciting to learn more stuff that you can offer. It doesn't mean because you haven't done it before that you can't offer it in the future. You just need to do your homework and do a little bit of study to find out exactly how you should be providing that service. So if this all looks interesting to you, you're up for the challenge, and you want to look at what else you need to do to become a virtual assistant, the first 2 steps I would recommend would be to join Virtually Yours membership. It's only $1 for the first month and then $15 plus GST each month thereafter, and download the VA Startup Checklist. We can email you the checklist if you'd like, just let me know. If you haven't signed up to our mailing list, if you sign up to it at the moment, you will get that checklist emailed out to you automatically. The Virtually Yours membership, just go to www.virtuallyyours.com.au, and that is where you'll go to find heaps of support from over 100 other virtual assistants who are in Australia, and have access to unique opportunities with job leads, mentoring, resources, links, all that sort of stuff. There's heaps happening on there, opportunities to promote your business and learn more about setting it up and making it work for you. We also have a training program called the Certificate 1 Virtual Business Administration, and we run this both online and face-to-face. The online version is run via video, and we send you out a physical manual, and it's self-paced, but we also provide phone support and mentoring sessions that accompany it to make sure that you get the most out of it. The face-to-face ones are 2-day intensive programs, and we run them in a couple of different states. So I'll pop up the upcoming dates shortly, but I believe that the next one we have will be in October 21st, 22nd in Adelaide. So if you're in that area and you want to join up for that certificate, please let me know. We have an offer available for attendees who are listening to this webinar. The other program we have is the Jumpstart program, and we usually run that after the Cert 1, and it's an all-day intensive brain explosion day, and we look at your client agreement, what area you could niche in based on your skills and interests, what sort of personality your business would have, the setting up a basic website, setting you up on social media. It's a huge amount of information in one day. It's quite intensive, but you have ongoing support after that course. The next thing I would recommend, from now on, if you do want to become a virtual assistant, make sure you get out there and network. Build your team both online and offline. So join online networks that are related to your client area and also the virtual assistant industry, and let people know what it is that you're doing and ask questions. You can do this with friends and family as well, so practice on your family. If you can explain to them what it is that you're offering as a service, then you know you're doing well. If you explain to them what you're doing and they still don't quite get it, then you need to reword it and repractice until they do understand, and then they will become part of your cheer squad, a couple of the people who would be able to tell other people what it is that you're doing. There are also plenty of networking opportunities in most areas that are run by local councils and Chamber of Commerce. Really, really important to get out there, tell people about what you're doing and build your team. So our offer to you today is to join Virtually Yours and get the first month free. It's normally $15 plus GST per month. If you sign up and you use free month in the coupon area, you will get that first month for free. And when you sign up to Certificate 1 Virtual Business Administration course, and that's both online and face-to-face, and you mention this offer, we'll send you a copy of the Work in Your PJs book by Donna Brown. It's absolutely fantastic, real hard copy book, and we'll post that to you. And if you sign up for the face-to-face course, we'll give you $99 off, including with that book. So just go to bit.ly/cert1VBA and use the coupon code SPECIAL99. The next lot of course dates that we have in Melbourne, we've done the September one, so November 2nd and 3rd. Canberra is, we've had that one, so the next one will be early 2014, so stay tuned if you're in Canberra. And Adelaide is our next one, coming up on Monday and Tuesday, 21st, 22nd of October. Training is offered in other areas, so let me know if you are interested. Otherwise, you can do our online course. So thank you very much for listening today. I hope you did find it useful. I'd love to stay connected with you. So here is my contact details. You can email me with any questions you have at rosie@virtuallyyours.com.au. And I'd love to connect with you on social media. I'm on Facebook quite a bit, so go to the Virtually Yours page and let me know what your links are so I can follow you as well. So we'll wrap it up there for today. Any questions, just let me know. Always happy to help you out, and I'm really excited about anybody's business journey. So don't hesitate if you've got questions or you want to let me know how you're going. Have a great day.